Hey, what's it doing, my beautiful kings, queens, and rarity? I hope that all you guys are having a wonderful day. Pray you remember to love yourself, because honestly, self-love is key. Y'all, today is my birthday. This is kind of cool. So yeah, today's my 18th birthday but I'm still gonna be telling people that I'm 17. I'm so serious. I can't tell y'all how many situations that I've been in and guys have like came up to me and like my first thing is I'm too young. Even if I had a boyfriend, I would be like, I'm too young right away. Like pedophilia. So I always tell people I'm too young. And I'm gonna keep saying that until I figure out like what to say. I made a whole video about this on my Instagram saying like, basically we teach women like don't dress that way, but at the same time whatever way you kind of dress, you still get approached. I'm so serious. I've noticed like I've been getting approached since I was 12, and I'm not even joking. Like catcalled and stuff, I've been getting catcalled since I was like 12. So it's like, I said this in the video, I was like, I still don't know how to like what to say to guys to tell them like, okay, either I'm uncomfortable or I just don't want to have this conversation. Because guys anymore nowadays, they don't stop and I have a boyfriend, or maybe I'm a lesbian, or maybe I'm bisexual, or I'm not interested. They don't stop at that. That's why I'm too young is always, like, even when I was 17, I, like, literally a guy was talking to me today, and I said I'm 17, knowing dang well my birthday is, like, tomorrow. So, I'm just gonna have to figure out something to say. I feel like a lot of girls are gonna be watching this, so can you like drop some comments down below? Oh, that's so cute to say. Drop some comments down below, like what should I say like when guys approach me, because I'm still really trying to learn, like, because those 3 things I'm not interested, or I'm like, you know, bisexual or lesbian, I'm only into girls, or even like I got a boyfriend. It doesn't work. It really does not work. Today's video is going to be about self-love. And I'm going to be giving you guys 10 tips to kind of like starting a self-love journey, but as well as like just staying, like being on the self-love journey, just tips overall for self-love. And basically this is like my first video where I'm mentioning my social medias. Like I said, today's my birthday. I'm making it like a whole birthday vlog, I guess you can say, maybe. It's going to be kind of long, but you'll see me doing like a lot for my birthday. I'm not going to sleep. Call me crazy. I really don't care what you have to say. I mean, okay, call me crazy, because it's okay. I kind of am crazy. I'm fine with that. But yeah, so basically today I'm staying up for 24 hours. I'm crazy. I know. You don't have to tell me. You know, it kind of gets hard out here managing that role of being the crazy one, you know, like the lunatic. Okay, anyways, but yeah, like, this is gonna be so adorable. I don't know how I'm gonna do this, but maybe I should do like this. So yeah, you guys, those are my social medias. It should probably be like my Snapchat, TikTok, and Instagram, because I'm barely on Twitter. I really don't even understand Twitter. I came to Twitter late. So yeah, that should be my Snapchat, my Instagram, and my TikTok. So yeah, if you just want any positive information, or you just want to see like what I do, there they go. That's so cute. I don't know, this is kind of like adorable to me. Okay, tips to a self-love journey and how to start achieving it. Listen, my lovely people. A lot of this is for girls. Like, I haven't studied being like self-love journeys for guys, but it could apply to you as well. Like, some of the keys I said in here could apply to you as well. So number 1, acknowledge why you want to go on a self-love journey. I'm going to make a whole nother video about why I started my self-love journey, but acknowledge the reason why you want to start a self-love journey. Like, starting a self-love journey is something that goes more into depth with you, and it's something that you really just kind of like, why are you doing it? You know, why are you starting this whole thing? Is it because of someone, or is it because you're recognizing some things or flaws inside of you that you want to change? Like, it's different for everybody. Don't sit up here and try to figure out somebody else's reason. Just figure out your own, and you gotta love. You got it. Number 2, start recognizing where you are now and accepting that you are human. So like, that's a big one for real, because like accepting the fact that you're human. I know for me personally, like, hey, I'm a Virgo, so yeah, my birthday is September 6th. So because of that, like, my entire sign is known for being perfectionist. So like, sometimes I keep forgetting, like, you know, you're not supposed to, like, you're okay. It's okay to make mistakes, love. And to me, sometimes that's not okay, you know? So like accept the fact that some days you're gonna have a good day, some days you're gonna have a bad day, and that's just normal. Like that's just being a human being. So you kind of have to start accepting those things, the fact that you're gonna have good days and you're gonna have bad days. And then you have to also start accepting yourself, like accepting those mistakes that you make. One key thing I'm gonna tell you is that you should always be your best friend. If you sit up here and have a conversation with yourself, would your friend want to be friends with you the way how you talk to yourself? You really have to access to yourself, and if you would say no, then you really need to change the way how you're talking to you. Number 3, taking time for yourself. This kind of counts for like being alone. So me in particular, like my birthday is today, like I said, and because of that, I kind of want to spend a lot of it alone, like with family, obviously, and some friends, but I really want to spend like a lot of it alone. And that's because about like 2-3 weeks ago, I realized like the importance of being alone, and just on top of that, just like recognizing the good value in being alone, like how many things you're able to accomplish. It's hard getting to that point where you're okay with being alone. I'm still learning it, but like when you start getting used to it and you start to enjoy it and you really don't want anyone else's company, that's how you know you're starting to like accept yourself and take yourself in, and like you're starting to blossom. You're blossoming like an alstroemeria. That's my favorite flower. Yeah, so you just kind of like want to understand, like there's this thing called meditate, and there's this TED talk that's by, I don't know what it is by. I hate me so much. Yeah, you just kind of want to like enjoy being alone, because when you enjoy your own company, you start to meditate, you start to be able to think more. Oh, the TED talk I was talking about was basically unemotional intelligence. I'm not sure who it's by, but it's by a black man, and it mentions the laws of attraction. So look that up if you want to like understand what I mean by like meditating and everything, because meditating isn't like, oh, just breathing in and out and like sitting in sukhasana. That's how I know I've been doing yoga for a minute. Sitting in Indian style or crisscross applesauce, what we used to call it like kindergarten. If you sit, like that's one form of meditation, but meditation is also just like sitting down and thinking and like trying to become more proactive than reactive. So like take some time to yourself and be alone, and like baby, I tell you, when you start doing this, I don't know, you start noticing a lot more things. Like, I don't know what it is, but you kind of like become a little more at peace with yourself rather than people. Because if you're at peace with yourself, you're growing. And Drake said, and I quote, "I've been losing friends and finding peace, but honestly, that sounds like fair trade to me." So like I said, like sometimes you're going to have to enjoy being alone, because the more you're alone, the more you find peace. Even Drake said it. If you're a Drake fan, I feel like I should listen to him. So like I said, I've been losing friends and finding peace, but honestly, that sounds like a fair trade to me. Facts. Like I've lost friends, and that's smooth and all, because like if you meant to be in my life, you'll be in my life, you know. But if you're not, then I mean, love you, got respect for you, don't have no beef with you, but it's okay. We just might not be meant to be in each other's lives or each other's purposes, you feel me? And that's okay. Maybe, see, this is how I noticed I started to accept myself. I really wrote down, if I become someone else's lessons, I'm okay with that, as long as they actually learn from it. What I mean by that is, like, you're gonna have lessons by every single person you talk to, especially specifically if they're toxic. Because I know I could be toxic. That's just being human. I know I could be extra toxic because I'm toxic on purpose sometimes. I know how I get down. Taking time to yourself, feeling alone, like enjoy that time. Enjoy it so much. It's complicated. It's hard to start doing, but like I would recommend like going on walks and listening to music or something, or just going on walks. And that's something that could kind of get you in the habit of enjoying being alone. And try your hardest not to spend as much time like FaceTiming people or calling people when you get bored, specifically for the people like who don't have anything to do in life like that. You know, they don't have necessities and things to take care of. Like they're not really like an adult, or they just don't have priorities as much that they have to spend a lot of time on. So if they just get bored a lot, that's what I mean. 4, know yourself. This is something that you're gonna start learning throughout the journey. So I feel like this is just like a tip. Like you have to learn how to know yourself, because if you know yourself, nobody else can tell you like any BS about you, you know? So if you sit up here and like, I don't really know how to go into detail about know yourself, but like basically you're just gonna start learning how to understand yourself. And when you start understanding yourself, a lot of things start making more sense. It was one thing I heard where they said the reason why you're getting angry with someone is because something that they're doing reflects in you. That's the reason why you're getting angry about a situation. I said, whoa, that's deep. Okay, it's very deep. Number 5, exercises. Y'all, this helps so much, especially when you're a lady. I can only speak for ladies on this because I'm a lady and I feel like guys appreciate it too. But like when you start getting ripped, or not even that, like when you start working out, baby, I don't know what it is, but you start to like, I don't know, I feel like working out is something that just really helps you on your self-love journey. It like working out consistently changes your whole mindset. I know that because I've been doing yoga consistently. Something that I was kind of like a quote from this one Instagram, it's called Finance Thinks. It says, I believe depression is legitimate, but I also believe that if you don't exercise, eat nutritious foods, get sunlight, get enough sleep, consume positive material, and surround yourself with support, then you aren't giving yourself a fighting chance. And I like highly agree with that, because I feel like there was a time in my life where I started feeling like I was depressed, and I started like adapting new things, like exercising, started eating healthy and things like that. And like, I'm not going to sit up here and say, oh, depression just went away. No, it just got easier to deal with day by. So you could tell that I'm like evolving day by day, you know? Number 6, use self-talk. So on my Snapchat and on my Instagram, daily basis, on my Snapchat and on my Instagram, I always am talking about like affirmations. So your affirmations on a daily basis, typically every morning when I'm walking my dog, I say like on my Snapchat and my Instagram stories, like, hey, you guys, remember to say your affirmations for the month or for the day. And then I'm going to sit up here and say, I'm disappointed in you, because how dare you not affirm yourself? Like, that's just so rude to me and you. Like, I'm the one that's trying to tell you to give yourself some positive energy, and yo behind and sit up here acting as if, oh, okay, you don't feel like life is getting better, but you're not affirming yourself. So what you telling yourself? That's the real tea. What are you telling yourself? Because if you feel like your life is getting better, that lets me know right now that for a fact that you're not saying any affirmations at all on a daily basis. That means that you're not producing any positive energy, and I don't like that. Like, can I throw you some positive energy? I just wanted to, like, can I throw you some positive energy? I need you like to sit up here and affirm yourself and understand your value. Thank you very much. Number 7, start analyzing where a lot of your negative talk about yourself comes from. Root of the cause and why you hold on to them. Alright, y'all. This one is a deep one. If you feel like, I'm going to use me for an example. If, like, sometimes I feel like I ask so many questions. And I remember when I was younger, some people would say, like, dang, you ask so many questions. Started becoming insecure about that. Okay, now you have to ask yourself, why? Like, why am I still holding on to this? What's the purpose of me holding on to it? What does it mean? You know, you start questioning the things that you're insecure about, or the things like, where did it come from? And then after that, it's getting easier, because like the first step in a problem is recognizing you have one. Once you recognize you have one, start realizing the root and where it came from, and then ask yourself, why are you still holding on to it? It'll work. I believe in you. Just try it. Just try it with a smaller problem. Just see what happens. I really want you, just see what happens. And number 8, stop comparing yourself to other people. Okay? Look, I had a whole freaking debate with myself today, because I remember it was one day, one of my friends, Rio, I should probably put like his YouTube channel on here. And I was laughing because I was just like, oh my goodness, not him working harder than me, because we both do Forex together, and I ain't gonna speak on him with Forex, but basically, you feel me, like, I was just like, he can't be working harder than me. This is not possible. I'm competitive in that way as far as like work ethic sometimes. But then I sat up here and I was just like, okay, so why are you sitting up here comparing yourself to somebody else, because they're improving but you're not? And I was just like, dang, did I really have to come for myself like that? And I was like, yes, of course. Because you need to stop comparing yourself to other people. Ma'am, that is not what we do over here at all whatsoever. Like, please, do not. Compare to yourself yesterday. What were you doing yesterday? Why are you comparing yourself to somebody else who has a different path than you? You can't be doing that. That don't even make sense. You on a different whole pathway. He going down the yellow brick road. You going down the red brick road. This ain't going. Those colors don't go together. How in the world you gonna sit up here and compare yourself to people? Sorry, y'all. I love me. If you're not okay with me, I'm sorry. I just kind of cuss y'all out really quick. I do that a lot sometimes. Like, if I care about you, I'm gonna cuss you out. If I've never cussed you out, basically that's me telling you that I don't care about you. That's just me keeping it real. That's my way of expressing my love. Number 9, allow people to leave your life. Jesus. That's a big one. Allow people to leave your life, baby. If they were meant to be there, they would stay there. If someone's trying to leave your life, you gotta let them go. Because once they leave, and for real leave, you're gonna be sitting there like, why was I sitting up there trying to fight for this person when this person didn't even care for me? You're gonna realize how many people don't care for you once they leave out your life. I kid you not. Y'all, in the past year, so many people, like at least 10 people I no longer speak to that were my friends. And it's so funny because I'm sitting up here like, what happened?
Oh, they didn't give me the energy. I probably wasn't treating them the way they wanted to. I probably wasn't doing everything I needed to do. Yeah, I didn't like that energy. First of all, they were toxic. Very much so. They were very much so toxic, and I don't like it at all. Like, I like toxic, but I don't like toxic. Like, ma'am, toxic and a little manipulative, too. So.
Yeah, and just people that just, like, drains your energy. Things like that. Like, and it's okay. It's okay, like, to have people like that, because at the end of the day, I feel like we sit up here and criticize people too much, when in reality, we're humans. Humans grow. What I'm acting like today is not going to be the same thing that I was acting like yesterday. That's just basically, like, can we stop criticizing other people and just recognize the fact that people are, like, evolving day by day? If you don't see them evolving, then criticize them. But at the same time, ask yourself, are you evolving? If you're not, then don't sit up here and talk about nobody else. And then 10. Put yourself first and learn how to stand up for you. My mentor would agree with me so well that I've learned how to stand up for myself, because I did not know how to stand up for myself. This is the last tip. I did not know how to stand up for myself for like a long period of my life. I feel like once I started doing Forex, I learned how to stand up for myself. And like, standing up for yourself isn't like fighting. It's not basically like just sitting up here and being negative or being argumentative. It's nothing like that. Like, I mean, sometimes it can be. It depends on the situation. Like, I will understand some situations, but that's not like the main purpose of it. Standing up for yourself basically means like you believe in what you say and you stand on what you say, and you don't sit up here and switch up. And then like, when people try to gaslight you, you're not getting affected by it. So because of that, when you learn how to stand up for yourself, that's something that's like, it's so much power in that. And people don't realize it's so much power in learning how to stand up for yourself, because when you stand up for yourself, people know that like you know what you mean and there's a reason why you said it. And if you believe in your own words, you can go so far. So that's the end of my TED Talk, my beautiful kings, queens, and royalty, and I'm about to bake a cheesecake. I'm out.